everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I pray that everybody is doing well today, and I pray that you're able to hear me because we don't have our mics on today because I'm in a different place. As you can see, I got something else behind me doing what I do. Welcome to It's in the Book Show. My name is Tammy Martin, and I am your host, and I am also the owner of KRC Companies, which consists of KRC Tax and Business Services and KRC Bookstore. KRC Companies, sorry, y'all. KRC Companies and the KRC tax and business side of it. What we do here is we handle your tax preparation needs. So as you know, we are in the tax preparation season. We have got past our first peak, which is those who get the large returns and are needing the money right now. So we got past that season. We had the bank services that we offer to our clients that are not able to either pay for the preparation up front or is looking for those large refunds to come in very, very quickly. April 28th was the last day to receive that. And so now we are in our slow season for those who understand the tax preparation season. Well, right now we're in our slow season. So we're transitioning for people who get large returns and people who may get large returns and not necessarily needing to get the money right now, and those who owe. And business returns and big returns and complex returns because they have a lot of stuff that they got to get together. But nevertheless, we are still here for you because we have over 22 years worth of experience. I've been doing this thing and since my oldest kid, which is 23 years old, was little one. So I've been in this industry for a while. So we are here to take care of your tax preparation needs, no matter how simple or complex your return is. We are here to take care of that. Now, tonight is about KRC Bookstore. KRC Bookstore is a Black-owned bookstore that caters to Black authors, and we believe in promoting positive Black images. So I know you hear me saying it's in a book show. What does it's in a book show? Because what does that mean? That means that we believe everything and anything can be found in a book. You just have to find the correct book. You need inspiration? Pick up a book. You need education? Pick up a book. You need to be entertained? Pick up a book. So everything and anything you could be found in a book. Now, I know there's some of us, because I'm one of them, used to be one of them, till I fell in love with books, did not care to necessarily pick up a book. Now, I know you may say, hey, I don't read very often, but that's some of the things that you need to utilize to do because everybody has room to grow. It doesn't matter how young, how old you are. Everybody has room to grow. And how do you grow? You grow with knowledge because the Bible teaches us is that man cannot live by bread alone. Meaning you can eat all day long, but in some areas in your life, you may not necessarily grow. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to run a commercial for you, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about some of the books that are in KRC Bookstore. So we have some beautiful members that are authors in our bookstore, as well as we do some reviews. If you're interested in being a guest, interested in being part of the KRC Bookstore, you're interested in being a member, you're interested in getting a review, or if you're interested in taking care of one of these commercials, because I know you've seen my intro. Isn't it awesome? So we have an amazing department that takes care of that. So if you need to get a commercial, whether you need something for your book or you need it for your business, definitely make sure you reach out to us. So we're going to, matter of fact, to be exact, we're going to play that commercial for you today so you can see some of the skills that our department has. Beautiful young man, very skillful, very diligent, very hardworking. They will get that thing and you tell them what your vision is and he will help it come to fruition. So without any further ado, we're going to play this commercial for you. So be right back.
Here we go.
welcome back. I know you've seen that beautiful commercial, that beautiful book trailer. So what they do for you is you tell them what your vision is. What are you trying to do? Hey, everybody's ultimate goal is to sell. Every author's ultimate goal is to sell and get that information out there. So are you selling to promote people? Are you selling to inspire people? Are you selling to empower people, educate people, encourage people? Ultimately, you need to sell. Whether you're giving a book away and you're getting sponsors for it, ultimately, the goal is for every single business is to sell. So that was a book trailer. But we also do commercials, whether you have I don't know, whatever kind of business that you have, and you're looking to have a commercial, get with us. We can get that commercial created for you, as well as we can create a platform such as this one for that particular commercial to play on. So, without any further ado, we're going to roll off into this thing. Oh, and we do shout outs. Now, we don't have any shout outs for you tonight, but just stay tuned. We'll have one for you. We'll have some, because we did some amazing shout outs last week, amazing shout outs week before last. So we love doing these shout outs for business owners who is looking to get the maximum amount of exposure. Please keep your eye to our various pages. Please keep your eye to my page, and we have some amazing business owners who can help you along the way, no matter what your business needs are, your individual needs are. We can connect you to the right person. And guess what? We make sure we do our due diligence, but we ask that you do your due diligence when you utilizing a company. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll off of this thing and tell you about some books that we have in the bookstore. Our first book we want to tell you about today is this beauty. This is called Empowering Her. This is to boldly move forward in her power. This book is written by Miss Kimberly Lawson, and she has some help along the way in this particular book. This is a beautiful book. She talks about various things in this book that will help catapult you into a place that you're looking to be in, the place that you're desiring to be in. And so let me tell you about some of the content that she has in this particular book. It says, failure was not my option. Being spiritual saved my life. She also talked about, I am pretty smart, pretty powerful. And this is what we have in our bookstore. So definitely make sure you get to our website, www.krcbookstore.com. This is in there. You see this beautiful blue book with this pink lightning bolt in there. You know this is about empowering her, baby. Yes. Okay. Our next book we have that is in the bookstore. She's been with us a little while, and I love telling her story. I met her at a vendor event in Houston, and she came all the way up from California and came down here to get out there and promote her book. So she is a true inspiration of what to do. You got to get out there and promote your business. You got to get out there and promote your book, whether you're an author, whether any kind of business owner that you are, you have to promote your book. And just don't think about promoting your book as just social media, because social media, although is an awesome, amazing tool, but you also got to use your other tools, such as, you may not want to come all the way, cross country to promote your book, but that's something you may consider. So this young lady right here, her book is called 30 Days of Truth, and this is by Miss Brittany LeBlue. And her branding is the LeBlue Cafe. So she has another book out there, and she actually does some other things, but this is her book, and this is her 30 Day of Truth. So I love telling about her different topics that she has in here. So she chooses particular topics, particular words, that's something that affects your life, and she takes it and she sorts it out by days. So you want to think about quality. You also want to think about love. You want to think about family. Now, these are some key words. You want to think about change. Change is inevitable. You want to think about pressure. You hear the song, applying pressure? So she talks about pressure, silence, honesty, death, perseverance, accountability. So she talks about all these things. And what she does, she talks about her truth and what it is, a thought-provoking process to think about what your truth is when you think about these words. When you think about love, love is the greatest gift that was given to us by God. So what do you think about love? What do you think about faith? So you think about all these different words. So it's a thought-provoking process to help you along the way. So there you go. Le Blue Cafe, 30 Days of Truth. Beautiful book. I love this book right here, and I love telling people about this particular book because this young lady, not only did she write a book, but she got so personal and transparent. And as an author, if you're looking to inspire people, that's what you got to do. You got to get transparent. You cannot be afraid of telling what's been going on with you. So she talks about rejection. She talks about low self-esteem. She talks about being lost. She talks about dealing with suicide, surviving suicide. She talks about being broken, incomplete, ugly. She's dealing with abandonment issues. And the name of this book is When the Pieces Begin to Fit. Your life is a puzzle. You got to look at life as a puzzle. Each stage in your life that you go through, your childhood, you may go through different things in your childhood. You may have dealt with, abusive parents. You may have dealt with parents that you felt like did not support you, or you felt insignificant. You felt insecure. And just because, somebody can say, well, hey, I didn't mean to do that to you, or I didn't do that to you. That does not negate the fact of how you feel. So you have certain things you have to address in your life, and this one helps you address it. When the pieces begin to fit. And so after she dealt with all these things on the back of it, it talks about the alternative to those things. And I'm going to give you one example. Rejection. What is something that you're dealing with far as you're feeling rejected? You feel, she talks about lost, and she talks about how she's found. She found herself. She talked about how she felt incomplete. And on the other side, she talks about how she's now complete. So get this on the website, www.krcbookstore.com. Beautiful book, beautiful young lady. She actually has a mentorship program for girls that's dealing with similar issues that she dealt with, and how they can get from their lost to their found. How can they get from their incomplete to complete? Beautiful book. Get this book today, krcbookstore.com, www.krcbookstore.com. Now I'm going to ask a question. Well, I'm going to ask a favor of you. Whatever your social media platform that you are on, that's your favorite platform, please make sure you go and follow me. If you're on Facebook, KRC Bookstore. If you're on Instagram, KRC Bookstore. If you're on TikTok, KRC Bookstore. What's the other one I'm on? Twitter. If you're a Twitterer, I'm on KRC Bookstore. I am there. And just simply go to my website if you don't do none of those other kind of social medias. Like, my YouTubers out there, you may not do a whole lot of social media. So go to the website. Check me out. Check out these beautiful books. Do not let these people write these books for you and pour their soul and their heart out on you, and you don't buy a book from them. Get a book from them. I'm sure I got something in that bookstore that can give you what you need. We're all yearning for something. We all have dealt with something. We all have dealt with some kind of childhood trauma. Get your book, because I believe that anything and everything can be found in a book. You just have to find the correct book. Agreed? Awesome and amazing. So we're going to talk about this very, very, very last book. No, better yet, let me go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and go pay some bills, run this commercial, and we'll be back with you. So let me get my commercial going. So without any further ado, this is a book trailer right here of a book to check out, a children's book. So hello, hello, we're back. That particular commercial was created and brought to me by the author of that amazing book. And what he talks about in that particular children's books, and I know, some people may say, well, the pandemic is no longer relevant. Or the pandemic has been going on so long, people should just get used to it because this is a part of life. Or the pandemic is, alive and striving in certain areas. The pandemic has, kind of died down, and people are not dealing with it as much. And in some areas, we still got hot spots off in there. We still have hot spots in certain companies and so forth. And despite of it being a hot spot or not, they're still being dealt with. And a lot of times we forget, we're going through our own thing as adults, but sometimes we forget that kids have been through a lot of things. And even if it was not relevant today and not going on today, you still want to remember that a lot of people lost their lives and a lot of business died off, and a lot of things just happened in the 2 years. So, I say that to say this: don't forget about children. This is something that's, a part of us now, that's here. I know in the beginning it said that, it was only going to last for a short period of time, but the reality is pandemics, epidemics are a part of us, and they happen every few years, or they happen every 100 years, or whatever the situation being. So get that book there, and give your child a sense of sensitivity of the particular situation, things that went on, wearing of the mask, whether you believe in it or not, or whatever the situation being. Let's keep our kids, in the know and knowing what's going on, and know that our kids, when we're suffering, our kids suffer too. So that's a beautiful book by that young man. So his website is right on there. If you see it and you're interested in getting it and you did not catch it, he's on Amazon. Or you can reach out to me and I'll get you directed over to him. So without any further ado, we're going to talk about this next book right here. This is called Finding Joy in the Journey. This particular book is by Miss Vanessa Blackwell. Now, she actually has a collaboration that she is working on. She is the queen of collaborations. This is one of her collaborations, and one of the authors that is in here is the one that submitted this book to be part of the bookstore. Her name is Miss Lakeisha. Excuse me, not Letitia. Miss Letitia. Excuse me, Letitia Montgomery. And she talks about different things that she dealt with in her life, different sicknesses. And a lot of times when you're dealing with different sicknesses, it affects your mental, it affects your psyche, it affects how you feel, it affects how you think about things, it affects how your everyday walk. So this book is Finding Joy in the Journey. That's a lot of beautiful authors in here. And I always say that I love butterflies because butterflies represent growth. Butterflies represent being small and growing in something, because every day we all should be growing into something. Isn't that beautiful? So this particular book, it says Healthy Ways in Finding Joy During Difficult Times. This is a 90-day devotional. This is on our website as well, www.krcbookstore.com. Please go out there and check it out, and check out our other books that's in the bookstore as well. Now, not only do we have books, but we also have notebooks. Oh, our notebooks. See that beautiful lady? She got books on her mind. I love her notebooks. I love her notebooks. So we have a manufacturer that submits these notebooks, and as you see, it is a blank notebook. So whether you have a kid that's in school and you want to get something to help them represent who they are, or whatever the situation is in, this is a beautiful book. Now, we actually have other um, um, notebooks that are in the bookstore. If you're interested in our notebooks, you have to get with us because our notebooks kind of change pretty often, and we're actually going to update the website with notebooks as well. But for now, you reach out to me and you can get this notebook right from my hand. Now, really cool deal. Can you hear that? That's plastic. Now, this is my personal notebook. And so, yeah, the corners is kind of bent up because I use this notebook because I love people seeing these notebooks. See the lady with the afro? Doesn't she look familiar? She looks like me, don't she? So this is a beautiful notebook because I always have books on my mind. I absolutely love this bookstore. So our notebooks are plastic on the outside, plastic on the back, and the front. So these notebooks are very, very durable. So this is a notebook that you can take around with you. Now, not only do we have the notebooks that's full size, but we also have the A5s. The A5s. I don't have any of my A5s with me. And what I mean by A5s? Our A5s are half of this. So it's very good for carrying around in your bag. It's very good for carrying around in your purse or anything like that. I love these particular notebooks. So definitely reach out to us and get your notebook. Get your notebook. And they can personalize these books for you. Ain't that awesome? You have a kid that's in school and they want to get a notebook that has their face on it and got their name on it, or they want to get a notebook that has their school on it or anything like that. We can make that happen for you. Isn't that amazing? So those are all the books, all the books we're going to show to you today. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to run and do a commercial, and then we're going to talk about the events that we have going on throughout the year, and we're consistently always adding more on. Isn't that cool? So I'll be right back with you. Let me run this commercial for you, and we shall be back. It's going to be a short commercial, so I'll be back with you real shortly.
After looking at this, I know what you need. You need a taste of love. And be sure to follow up with Dr. Love at www.atasteoflove.love. After all, I am the only doctor who prescribes wine.
Hey, I'm back. As you can see, that is the love doctor. She is such a beautiful soul. And I'm so excited. And I absolutely love sharing these commercials, especially from her to y'all. I'm actually met her before we did a book collaboration together. We did the Prayers of the Boss Babes, where several authors was a part of that. We're going to tell you, I don't think I have any of those with me. No, I don't have any of those books with me. But she was part of a book collaboration with me where it was the Boss Babes Who Pray. Prayers of the Boss Babes, and then it was rebranded to the Boss Babes Who Pray. That was a 3-part volume series to that. If you're interested in getting one of those, please definitely make sure you reach out to me. And they're on the website, www.krcbookstore.com. I was a part of all 3 of them. So she did a book collaboration with me. And as well as she was one of the first people who supported me when I had my very first self published book, which is Why Your Refund is So Low. And that particular book is for business owners who are just getting started, and it helps with a lot of foundation things in your business, such as doing follow-ups, choosing a good tax professional, structuring your business, choosing a bank, and all these things that you need to know in the beginning stages of your business. And a lot of people drop the ball with that, and I love the name that God gave to me to name the book, because like to tell the story how I've been a tax professional for over 20 years, about 22 years, ever since my oldest kid was a little boy. And people come in and they'll say, "Hey, I own a business." So I was like, "Oh, great, congratulations. Let's sit down and work on your return." So I asked, "Hey, do you have your profit and loss statement?" They're like, "No." Okay, no harm, no foul. You can get that together later. Do you have a bank statement? No, I don't. I just run the business. I was like, "Well, how you keep up with your finances?" They don't have no way of keeping up with their finances. So I was like, "No foul. Let's go ahead and estimate it. Let's, any receipts that you may have. Let's go ahead and recreate this. It's a no, but hey, let's go ahead and recreate this, and we can start out fresh. We're in the beginning of the year, January, February. We're in the beginning of the year, so we'll start out fresh. Let's go ahead and recreate. So we'll get in there. We'll get them estimates going in. Plug everything in, and I tell them how much the refund is, and I say, "Well, why my refund so low?" And then I have to explain to them, because even though you may or may not make the same amount as you made with your employer, you're paying your own taxes, so that makes a major difference in your return. So of course your return gonna look a lot different, because you're actually really maybe making more with your employer, but because they pay your taxes for you, you don't see it. So, if the money's not coming in your hand and it's going straight out to the IRS, you don't really feel it. You don't feel the pressure, because you never received the money. If you receive the money, then you have to turn around and give it back to the IRS. Then it's like, oh, I gotta pay all these taxes and so forth. So that's where that particular story came from. Why your refund is so low. So that was my first self-published book that I did, and I went on to do some other co-author projects, a women empowerment book, and then the three collaborations that I was a part of the devotional. We're actually putting together collaboration that I'm actually spearheading, so I'm super excited about that. And the topic of that is, have you ever felt alone? And I'm sure all of us have. So at some point in time in our lives, we have felt alone. So that's what that particular book is about. So if you're interested in pre-ordering, please definitely make sure you let me know, and we'll make that happen. It's only $20 plus shipping and handling, and it will be shipped out as soon as this project is finalized. We'll get it out to you, but definitely you will want to be a part of that. And we're also including everybody's name who supports and pre-orders. Your name will be mentioned in the book. So just as a token of saying thank you for your support, we will be doing that. Now, KRC Bookstore has some events coming up. Now it's kind of up in the air if we're going to actually participate in the Afro Social Love event. I am in the middle of a contract, and so I may not be to participate in that particular event. But even if I don't, please make sure you go out and support that, and support the many vendors that come out just for you to see their products, whether they're talking about hair care products, talking about skincare, they talk about heenies, or they're talking about natural items that they do, sea moss. These people have over 50 vendors that come out just for you. So it's the Afro Social Love Marketplace, and then they have the after party afterwards. So that's not my speed, but those who enjoy the Caribbean music and the dancing and the love of the Caribbean music and so forth, the Islanders music, definitely make sure you come out and attend that particular event, whether I'm there or not. So it's still kind of up in the air. So we'll see how, this contract works out for me, if I participate in that or not. But anyhow, if you don't, even if I'm not there, please make sure you go out and support them. Um, in addition to that, we are working with a couple other people, and we're trying to make a Louisiana event happen. I'm so super excited about this particular event. The young man that I'm working with, he's an author as well. Beautiful young gentleman. He's been a guest host on the It's in a Book show. Hopefully, we can go ahead and get him back to guest host very, very soon. His name is Keelan, and he is actually helping out with that particular event. We are partnering together to make that event happen in Louisiana. I'm super excited about that. Now, in addition to that, we're going to be doing the It's in the Book Awards, as we did last year. We're going to always be doing this around my birthday time because I enjoy, celebrating others during my birthday. I know people like to, let's turn up. I'm turning such and such years old, and I'll be turning 46. So I'm going to be doing that particular event again this year. If you're interested in helping out with that, I would love to have you on board. Definitely reach out to me. Whatever platform you're looking at me on, please make sure you leave a message, and we'll make sure it happens. If I, for whatever reason, don't get back to you, you can always text me at 832-443-8177. I will get back to you by then, within, because this is my phone. So, um, we definitely will get back with you in regards to that particular event. So, and definitely last but not least, as of now, we're going to try to put together a Chicago event. We have some beautiful authors up that way who are hungry and would love to make an event happen. So if you're in the Chicago area and you're an author, please reach out to us to help out with that event. Or if you're interested in helping out with doing calls, or you're interested in helping out with the organization of it, or you just like to participate, come out and be a vendor, come out and be a part of this particular book event. Once we get everything finalized, we'll make sure that we let you, the audience members, know that It's in a Book will be up. Well, KRC Bookstore will be in the Chicago area. So fingers crossed we make that stuff happen. So without any further ado, I want to thank everybody who's always helped. If you're coming back and listening to a replay, please hashtag replay. If you're watching from YouTube, please make sure you click the notification bell. But no, first make sure you click the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so you can know when we are going to be doing another show. Now we're here every single Friday for the It's in the Book show. If you're interested in getting those shout outs out there, please get with us. If you're interested in being a guest on the show, please get with us. If you're interested in having a commercial or getting a commercial done and having a commercial here, please get with us. We want to support you. We want you to support us. We want you to make sure to be there to support others in what they're doing. This is a beautiful thing because we believe that everything and anything that you need can be found in the book. So thank you so much for watching. Everybody be very, very blessed. And without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and close this thing out, and we're going to run this commercial again. See you later, you guys. You have a very blessed day. Bye.